I was on a good pace there. Welcome, whoever just joined. We literally just reset. Been having some trouble with Chapter 1. Haven't even gotten to the cylinder skip yet. Just dumb things that keep slowing me down. Let me fix my headphones again. Alright, hopefully that's good. Wait. Okay. There we go. I've done this how many times and I managed it.
This will be a walk in the park. And arrived.
Right.
Huh.
Starting to get down the timing for skipping some of these cutscenes, which is good.
We're here.
Right. Right.
Huh.
Right. Nice. Yeah, definitely getting better with skipping cutscenes and dialogues. Don't. It's always about to get in my way.
Time for some treasure hunting. Oh, darn! This stuff is what I live for.
No encounters, good. Alright, let's head upstairs.
And
Alright, that was pretty good. Alright, not too bad. We're on pretty much the same pace we just were.
sufficient sleep.
That was a little slow. Alright, maybe like 2 seconds slower. Not bad though.
And arrived.
Alright, pretty good. As I've been saying, the goal, it seems, is to get onto the ship at about 6 minutes. We might be a little bit shy of that, not sure. Yeah, I mean, we're about there. Let's just please get Ether Cylinder skip quickly. Ideally first try, but I'm not being too picky right now. Alright, let's see where that puts us. That wasn't great, but maybe it's good enough. It was a little slow.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Finish chapter 1 and see where we are. About 3 seconds slower than my time this afternoon, which is not bad.
Wild volley.
So not a gold, but we're still ahead. Yeah, 11 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this run. Considering I haven't been doing this very long, I've been getting a lot of golds, and I need to stop expecting to get any. Got a lot of golds in the last run, and those times are going to be pretty tough to beat. Could still happen for Chapter 2. I made a couple mistakes in Chapter 2. Yeah, as it said earlier, another big thing about this run now is that since we don't need to worry about the RNG or whatever it was that controlled who you get for ghosts, we don't need to worry about how often we change blades, and I can just choose to not have Herald here constantly if I want to. Of course, you would still need to switch back to Herald before any fights. And because of that, I'm probably just going to keep her out the whole time, so that I don't forget to do that. But anyone else who's doing this run, it's maybe a little bit easier for them. Alright, Brog fight.
Wild volley.
know how I keep screwing that up. I need to practice that or something. Going okay so far.
I call upon the power of fire.
I'm lucky the arachnos won't be in my way. Nice. Not that that really makes any difference.
Up.
So yeah, for the route now, we go to Lasham Island first, and then the Way Tree. That's going to be the fastest way to do this. Any percent goes to Ludo Oasis, but that's for Puzzle Tree Wood. It's not actually faster.
Hey, look what I found.
Congratulations.
And that Bluefo was kind of in the way, but I found that the best place to get that skip travel point is to run toward that little tree there, and it's right where the grass changes color.
And arrive.
Alright, this is a slightly longer cutscene. So yeah, as I've been saying for anyone who might not have been here, I had a really good run earlier today. Like, near perfect. And I got load timed. So, doing another one, because that ended up not even PBing, it was that bad. Please kill. Oh. This kill them both? Nope. That was about the slowest that fight could have been. Was hoping to make up a little bit of time there, but of course not.
Okay, time to take.
At least that killed one of my runs earlier. I don't know if it was that really good one. That didn't kill both of them, which was annoying. Everything else is pretty good so far, though.
Look forward to that later.
Right. Just trying to pay as much attention to my lines as possible. This actually really does make a difference in a run like this. It's nice that those people cleared out before I needed to run past them.
And arrived. Up.
Let's get the wind knuckle. All right. I really got to learn the skip travel lag too. I'm pretty sure earlier I didn't have that. I'm not sure why.
We should depart imminently.
Welcome everyone who may have just joined. We finally got an actual run going. Remember to skip the dialogue there. So yeah, for those who may not have heard, I had a really good run earlier today that got load timed. So I'm trying to not have that happen again now.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
And again, I find it strange how all of the fights in chapters 1 through 3, except for the crust tip in chapter 1, the Aligo in chapter 1, and this fight right here, start with your weapon already drawn, but all the fights in chapters 4 through 7 don't. I'm not sure if there's a reason for that.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
Alright, this has been pretty good. Back to Tora's house.
We're here.
Alright, there's a party change here. Good.
Rock on!
Nice menu. It's probably something that could have been slightly faster if I switched to the wind knuckle using ZL before doing that.
And
Save like
arrived.
1 frame or something. But I'm afraid that I would screw something up if I did that, so I'm just going to stick to doing it like that.
And arrived. Oh. Oh. And
Right,
arrived.
nice. Shouldn't have any problems with the Ardanian ship. If I get lucky, Nia's guards will both die in 1 hit. Won't miss any of the ladders. That happened earlier too.
places in
I
it.
trust you.
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
Right, nice. Yeah, very interested to see how much time we save in this chapter.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it. Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
Alright, please die. Don't move.
Like I showed you and we'll
Don't move. Oh, they both moved. Okay, that's fine. That works too. If just one of them moves and the other doesn't, then they won't both die with one art. There's nothing I can really do about that. This is all going good so far, though.
And we're you.
Let us go.
This jump is always kind of awkward right here. It's fine. Almost done with chapter 2. When I runs earlier, I missed Dougal, which was annoying.
I got this.
Hopefully we don't have any bad misses in this run.
I was 500 years younger. Mind you don't fall like cramps.
Good. Seems like we've saved a lot of time.
I'm going all in.
Amir, I was never the cautious type.
"31 seconds, not bad." Yeah, I will definitely take that. Really, the big thing I'm concerned about in this run is factory skip. And the load times, obviously. But there's really nothing I can do about that. But if I can get a really good factory skip, it's going to be a really nice run. Beginning of chapter 3, just a whole lot of running around Gormont.
Hey, look what I found.
Not my favorite part of the game. Although actually, I'll be honest, for a first playthrough, this is a fun part of the game. You get to actually really explore Gormont. You have a full 3 party members. You get a lot of side quests opened up. I definitely enjoyed it my first playthrough, just running around this area, doing side quests. And to those who are watching, of course, feel free to talk in the chat. I don't necessarily need to be hyper-focused the entire time.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it. Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
We should depart imminently.
Well, that was actually pretty good. I don't know what I did there, but it seemed faster. Oh, please don't. Okay. I was afraid the Ferris would walk into me. Skip travel point for Boulder Gate when we come back here in Chapter 4.
Hey, look what I found!
I was afraid that I missed it for a second there. Earbud keeps falling out. Getting kind of annoying. Whoops. Pay attention. Hopefully there's no problem getting the Diamond Oaks.
Would you look at that?
That is quite something.
Shouldn't have stopped there. That was a little slow. I think it's fine though.
Off we go! What will we find?
Alright, back to Torgoth.
Off we go! What will we find?
Okay, good. First inn is by far the easiest. That one's not nearly as bad. Alright, let's get to Outlook Knoll.
Did you get sufficient sleep?
Off we go! What will we find?
Up.
Almost out of Gormont. Good. Let's go back to Uman and we should be able to get out of here.
Off we go! What will we find?
I think we can get out of Gormont before 30 minutes. It's pretty good. I don't know if we'll quite hit that. Yeah, it was pretty good. On a good pace right now. We should hopefully be able to save quite a bit more in Chapter 3, and a lot more in Chapter 4 if Factory Skip goes well. Right.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it.
Fandom, let's not
Perhaps
miss,
rest and enjoy
please. Okay.
Rex.
Oh, come on. Sometimes I think I didn't get it and accidentally unpause, and that wastes quite a bit of time.
Hey, look what I found!
Congratulations.
Right. Not too bad.
And arrive.
Alright, now there's a party change here. Good. And all the cutscenes, or at least the loading screens in this section, are pretty short. Kind of got to stay on your toes here.
Hey, look what I found!
Congratulations.
So the wolf not getting my way. Nice. Maybe? Nope. I think that was fine. Alright, now the Arden. Surprised that this thing is in range of the ether cannon. We don't need to walk at all.
Time to take you down.
Just notice we've got the sunny weather too. Nice. Always nice to have good weather when walking through Araya. Admire the scenery. Smacking with the tail. It's like what I was saying about the all the fights in Chapter 3 starting with your weapon already drawn. For the Arachno fight, you actually spawn outside of... you start too far away from the Arachno to be able to hit it immediately. And so if the weapon wasn't drawn for us, we would walk closer before drawing a weapon. But we can't do that here. So we just have to get as close as we can and spam the art as soon as possible. There's even a loading screen here, yeah. I should have practiced this before I did this run.
We should depart.
I lost a little bit of time there. that change where I go to the rear gate was pretty recent, so I haven't really gotten used to
Let's show
the
them
movement
they
there.
know
I shall trust
Should
in
have
you,
followed the
Rex.
script.
Alright, switch to Nia. Right, good. We've got kind of a cool skip coming up. The zombie hover skip. Or one of two of them. Whoops. Forgot about that one, though. So yeah, right after the Zeke fight, we've got a kind of a cool skip there. Assuming that I do it properly.
Hey, look what I found!
Who cares?
Alright, it'd be nice if Rex could use Wild Volley right here, so this fight could go slightly faster.
Just do what we always do.
Nope, there's Armor Crusher.
Before it gets old.
Right. I think that worked. Nice. So that'll allow us to survive the fall damage here. And save a couple seconds. I think it saves more than that. It saves like 15 seconds, or something like that. I don't know where I'm getting that number from. And that's only the first part of the skip here, because now we've got the Tardy Gate skip coming up. And the Blant's not in the way, nice. Let's do this properly here. Nope. Come on. It's frustrating to screw up. Not quite sure what I did wrong there, but I got stuck in the free fall animation and had to switch blades. Small time loss. Maybe we can get the good animation here with switching to drill mark so we don't lose more time. Yeah, it wasn't that smooth. Alright, Tardy Gate skip now. Might not have the right angle there. No, we're through, we're fine. It's a really annoying one to mess up because of how easy it is. We're making good time right now, though. I think we should be able to save some time on this chapter.
Hey, look what I found!
Congratulations.
I have slightly improved the movement around this corner here. You know, saving a fraction of a second, but this kinds of thing matters. And I actually didn't do the thing that I literally just said that I would do. again, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. Hey, what's up? I need to ask, what do I call you? Is it Ren? Is that how you would say it? Alright, sounds good then. How are you doing?
And arrived. Let's show him a thing or three.
I shall trust in you.
Notes for no DLC, interesting. A lot of people have been running that recently. I've heard there hasn't been a new record set in like 2 years or something like that.
I'll follow you to the end.
My... I'm able to do the right thing here. My earbuds are falling out again. I gotta fix them at the end of the chapter when we have that long cutscene.
I'll follow you to the end.
Decent place for a camp, maybe.
This would make a good nesting place.
Seems like we should be able to save a good amount of time here. Interesting. Yeah, I imagine no DLC's got to be pretty rough. Because the DLC really just does make everything so much easier. I guess not that I would really know. I've never run it personally.
Quietly.
I just like it.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Waiting.
Come on then, Rex.
Rolling smash. Is that supposed to be
Nice.
slow? It followed the script.
Alright, okay, not a huge time save, but still something. Almost forgot to skip that cutscene there. Pushing collector with some hard fights. I'm sure the people who actually ran that category would have some choice words for you for saying that. But yeah, I'm sure no DLC's got to be much worse.
We're here.
I gotta make sure that I do the Merc mission properly. Right, that was pretty good. It's unfortunate that all that quick movement doesn't actually really save me anything, because I'm still going to have a spare like 5 minutes after I get back.
And arrived. We're here.
We should depart imminently.
Nice. Wonder if there's any way that we can do something else during that time, since clearly we have an extra like 5 seconds. I don't think that anything else is really going to help though. I'm not even sure that what I do put in the pouches actually helps. Who's the blade now? Dahlia. Not a huge fan of Dahlia, I'll be honest. I did think it was funny earlier when I got Cassandra there and thought that that would bring good luck, and it brought very bad luck, and honestly I probably should have seen that coming. Weird how you have to skip all of these cutscenes. Party change. And then up to the inn.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
Didn't I just PB earlier? No, I did not. I had a really, really good run and got completely screwed by load times.
And arrived.
Like, I had all golds for my first 5 chapters. It was 100, or not 100, a minute and a half ahead at the end of chapter 5, and then lost all of that and more by the end of the run because of loads. It really sucked, and I'm trying to do the same thing, except not that now. I just lost a little bit of time there trying to skip travel back. But yeah, my sum of best before that run earlier was about 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 10 seconds, I believe it was. And now it's the 2 hours, 38 minutes, 34 seconds. So I saved that much time in golds on that last run, and I got screwed by loads. It really sucked.
Let me get my breath.
So far, none of my chapter times have matched those yet, but I'm still ahead by a good amount, so I'm not really complaining.
And we're you.
Let me get my breath.
Rex, talk to him? Nope. Losing a little bit.
Off we go. What will we find?
Yeah, the run moves quick. Obviously, because each fight only takes no more than a few seconds. But that just means it's that more important to do everything right. I have my notes that I need to use Grenade Launcher here, but I think I probably can use Wild Volley. It's just kind of weird. I'm going to try it. Yeah, that worked. Tora had to take care of one of them, but I think it was still faster that way.
We should depart imminently.
Usually do pretty well with this part here.
Brock, pleased to meet you.
Just welcome everyone. We're on a pretty good pace right now.
Away!
Rock on!
It's slightly slow, but still pretty good. Okay. So I almost didn't draw my weapon.
Do it like I showed you in the
Ah, really? I missed one of them. That's annoying.
I've had enough.
A little bit of time lost there. It's unfortunate. It can happen. The real concern is factory skip. That's kind of what I'm worried about now.
Off we go! What will we find?
Good. On to Moradin. So yeah, I'm definitely concerned about factory skip, but if we can get that quickly, I'd be pretty happy with this run. Whoops. We don't have bad weather. Is the armor going to be in the way? No, it's not. Nice. Save us like a fraction of a second. This cutscene coming up here is a little bit weird. I know that it doesn't move you from where your position is, but I think it also doesn't kill your auto run. But I don't know if that's completely true. I really wish there was an indicator in this game for when auto run is enabled. Yeah, so it didn't kill the auto run. I found that kind of interesting. Alright, nice. There's a party change here again. Switch back to Heralds. Okay. The lag here is kind of annoying. I hope that it's at least consistent across runs and not losing time sometimes because of it.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it. Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
Alright, now the fight's where we're gonna have to delay our wild volley so that it does enough damage.
Let's show them a thing or three.
There is great strength in
Nice.
bonds.
And should be able to take out everyone in the Morak fight with one grenade launcher.
Off we go! What will we find?
Let's show them a thing or three.
I shall trust in you.
Get everyone. Nice.
Excellent.
You're scared.
Good. Make sure I remember what to do here.
And will you?
Let me get my breath.
And will you?
Let me get my breath. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Good.
And will you?
Slightly behind where I was earlier today, but still ahead of where I've been pretty much every time before that, so I'm not worried at all. I'm being a little bit sloppy here with skipping these dialogues. So I really want to make sure that I don't screw up the fourth ridge entrance jump.
And arrived.
Something that generally doesn't give me issues, but occasionally I've missed it, and that's just an annoying way to lose time. So let's, hopefully we don't screw up the fourth ridge entrance jump. Or get stuck on rocks like that, please. Or get stuck on this barrel here, because I keep managing to do that somehow.
I wouldn't expect you to get it.
Good. Alright, let's not screw this up, please.
Oh,
Thank you.
Wow!
Good.
World has many amazing places in it. Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit. And we're you.
let me get my breath.
Just getting closer and closer to factory skip. Definitely nervous.
Hey, look what I...
Rex, talk to him. Nope. Bad luck there.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
Oh,
I think I slipped here earlier. So there's a tiny time save.
okay. Time to take these guys down.
Nice. Yeah, it's really just a factory skip that I'm concerned about right now. The entire rest of the chapter should be no problem.
Treasure acquired.
Good. That ladder always kind of annoys me.
Wow!
Still not the most
World has
annoying ladder
many
in this game.
amazing places in it. Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
I trust you.
Up.
Can't even really tell what pace I'm on right now. I really have to wait until after factory skip to be able to tell that.
Up.
trust you.
Right.
Wow! Well,
Turkin's fight can just spam Wild Volley.
already.
And then we'll have a fight. I gotta wait again.
Put your best foot forward, Rex.
What? Why did that not kill? Maybe I missed. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, please. Let's get this quickly.
and we're you.
Let me get my breath.
Nope. Losing too much time here.
We're here.
Losing way
We
too much
should
time here.
depart imminently.
I don't think that was good enough. I'll finish the chapter, but if I'm behind, I'm probably just going to stop.
Gigantic artificial blade rotor!
Skip took way too long.
Let's show him the thing you're afraid of.
It appears that you trust me with your life.
Can I beat Petroka and Mikhail in a minute?
Hey, look what I found.
Who cares?
Looks like I may still be ahead.
This will be a whole powers here.
See how much time I lose.
This.
Let's show him the thing you're afraid of.
I shall
Why is
trust
this
in you.
happening, Mikhail?
This is it. Petroka, I love you.
Slower than my PB. We're still 28 seconds ahead. Because I might as well finish it because I don't have time to do another run, I don't think, tonight. Hopefully I can save some more time from here. Not getting the huge time save that I wanted, but honestly, as long as I get something tonight, I'm fine with that. And now that we don't have to worry about the game deciding what blade we get for ghosts, we don't have to switch back to Herald here, which is something I had been doing just to try and stay consistent with my runs and hopefully increase the chance of getting Mithra for ghosts. But now we use Herald for ghosts, so we don't have to worry about that.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it. We discovered good place.
So yeah, I lost some time to factory skip, but I think we're still doing okay here. That was the most concerning time loss of this run, so if we can just keep it to that and continue gaining time from here on out, we should be fine. And of course, we just gotta hope that we don't get load timed. And even if we do, at least now I know that I can do something about it.
Wow, World
Still
has
gonna
many amazing places
Probably
in
kill
it.
the run, but
We discovered good place.
could kill the run less, maybe.
Morning.
Another day.
I've been slightly ahead
So
there.
what?
Usually it turns to daytime as I'm rounding the corner.
Wow, World has many amazing places in it. We discovered good place.
Earlier I had a Pagel just running in circles and it ran right into me. Slowed me down a tiny bit, but not a big deal. Just kind of funny how I can do that, I guess. Hey, what's up, Greg? How's it going? I'm at a decent pace right now. I did not do great with factory skip, but I'm still ahead, so I'm continuing the run. Not too much to talk about in Lefthyria, unfortunately. It's just a whole lot of running, really.
Hey, look what I found.
Who cares?
So I'm not sure whether it's faster here to fall down onto the strip just to maintain the angle, or whether it's faster to run down since I have the increased movement speed, which doesn't apply when you're in the air. Don't make this load too long, hopefully, please. Nice. Sometimes that takes a really long time, and I'm not really sure why.
World has
I don't think that's anything to do with the actual load time issue. Forgetting about that party change too.
and arrived.
All in one piece.
Alright, back to Corinne's house. And this saves like half a second apparently, but might as well do it.
We're here.
So,
Come on, Rex, run. Alright, I know that there's another party change here. Now we're gonna have to switch back to Harold.
hey, look what I found.
Who cares?
Nice. Another party change.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Why did that not kill? It definitely should have killed. I was at max affinity. Might have to look into that. Alright, let's get Tor out here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the route has definitely been improved quite a bit since, well, I don't know, in the past couple of months or so. It is pretty different now from how it had been back when you did your run, Greg. Right now, you're still running no DLC, right? I think a lot of other people are starting to jump on that category too. Summer 2018. Yeah, that was before I even got my Switch.
Wow, world has many amazing places in it. Data analysis.
I don't think I even started playing this game until like spring 2019. Or like January or something like that. Oops. Right. Still don't know why meeting with the Malthus is supposed to take an entire day. Trying to remember what it is that is happening right now, what I need to do. So the next thing I have in my notes is when Morag rejoins the party. Indal's annoying. Not a huge fan of Indal. Huge thing with this run is making sure you have good lines. You're always just connecting corners. Because the fights take so little time that it's the walking that you really need to pay attention to. I would really love if they put a skip travel point, at least at the bottom of the stairs there. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how far you have to walk each time. I mean, I guess it's probably kind of the point. They want you to walk up the stairs each time,
Master Pawn.
you know, to feel the presence of the Praetor, but it's just annoying. And then this right here is a surprisingly short load time, considering it's loading a different location. It's all of the mini relentless endurance. Hopefully these fights go okay. Should have no problem with them. Any pernicious map, that's true.
Hey, look what I found!
Who cares?
We see the mammoths in Moradane. I think those are the same ones.
Do it like I showed you in the
There is great strength in
Alright,
bonds.
first fight done. Jin we should be able to take out with a grenade launcher, especially since we have this ether comment on.
Put your best foot forward, Rick.
It appears that you
Mind
trust
you
me
don't
with
fall
your
like
Good.
cramps.
And then the core we should be able to take out with a delayed wild volley.
Put your best foot forward, Rick.
There is great strength
Good.
in bonds.
That still hit damage cap, I'm surprised. Yeah. Grenade launcher before was definitely overkill for that. Alright, we saved a lot of time in that chapter. Nice. Now I just gotta really hope we don't get load timed. Pray to the RNG gods, or whatever it is that actually determines this, since it doesn't seem like anyone actually knows. Yes, thank you for the fast emotes to make the load screens go faster. Even after skipping that dialogue, we still gotta skip the cutscene here. Okay. Take Nia out of the party. So this is a fun thing here. For the Ban of the Schemer quest, it's actually faster not to have any party members beside Brex, so that we don't lose time in talking to all the NPCs. So that's why we actually take Nia out of the party there, and then we add her and Zeke back in at the end of the quest. I think that was Gren's idea, and I did some extensive testing with it. And it turns out on average it saves like 3 or 4 seconds, which I thought was kind of cool.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
Especially since the menu to add them back in is pretty quick. You just go to the party change tab, go 1 to the left, just XX. They both get added in. I feel like I'm getting more skip travel lag though. Not sure why.
We're here.
We should
Maybe that's
depart
just me.
imminently.
Yeah, let's head downstairs.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
We're here.
That cutscene comes in quicker than I thought. New Game Plus max difficulty. Honestly, once I get a really good time here that I'm happy with, I'm probably going to move to New Game Plus easy. And then if I get a good time there, I might try out New Game Plus Bringer of Chaos, which, as of right now, nobody has even tried. I've never even done Bringer of Chaos before with anything, so that might be fun.
We're here.
I guess the biggest thing to consider with that is whether
We're here.
dexterity and agility changes, either on easy or on Bringer of Chaos. Aside from that, it should mostly be the same. Could maybe change up the party a little bit to
We're here.
not need to
We
use
should
certain
depart
arts.
imminently.
Might not need to use Torah for the late game, because Rex might just be able to deal with everyone for easy. Yeah, that's what I figure. We already used Rex for everything up until then anyway, and so it could maybe just be that he can use Wild Volley instead of Grenade Launcher for some fights. That's probably the extent of anything that's different. But it's possible that maybe after Chapter 8 we can keep Rex. I don't know. I can figure that out once I get there. Right now I'm just focused on getting a good normal time.
We should depart imminently.
Alright, I guess no load time issues yet. Nope, no load issues yet. Nope. Gotta get a little bit better with these menus.
We should depart
So now let's put
imminently.
Nia and Zeke back in the party. This is gonna be really quick. Yeah. Definitely worth it to do that. Good.
Been bombed.
So for Gigarosa, we still have to use Grenade Launcher, but the extra Ether Comet I put on should just provide a little bit more assurance that that will in fact kill it.
Watch yourself, Grit. Just watch this. Quietly.
Use Wild Volley at the end just in case, but I don't think it loses any time to do that. Yeah, it would definitely be interesting to try out Bringer of Chaos. I would do that much later on, though.
And we're you.
Let me get my...
Ideally, though, if I do that at all, I could do it all before Definitive Edition comes out. That's why I'd really like to just get a good, normal time now so I can move on. I still have time, though. I mean, doesn't need to be like today. I don't expect a time for easy to take very long to get. And Bringer of Chaos, well, if I ever do that, whatever I get will be world record instantly, although of course I still want to get a good time. But right now, this is what I'm focused on. I'm also surprised at the number of times I've gotten sunny weather in Tantal doing these runs. It's not sunny right now, but in all of my love source grinding that I did to get all my blades to S+ Trust, I'm not sure I ever saw sunny weather in Tantal once. And I've seen it, well, like 5 times or something in all the runs that I've done. I'm almost even more surprised that I haven't seen the Ether Haze weather in any of these runs. It's possible they don't allow that
What have we here?
the first time you're here, but I kind of doubt that. Because it doesn't seem like they ever care about what weather it is. And we should be able to save a lot of time in Chapter 10,
have we here?
thanks to the new Ghost
Registering
strat.
coordinates.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, look what I found.
Who cares? Up.
What have we here?
Alright. Nearing the moment of truth here. Well, one of them at least. That seemed pretty short, although I don't know if that one actually made a difference. Please? That seemed short. That seemed perfectly fine.
Okay, bring it on.
Okay, that's a relief at least. Of course, it could still get bad again in Chapter 8, but at least we're not losing more time here.
Must have 6-star skill.
I think it's supposed to be a rare thing to happen, but honestly, you can never be too careful. Of course, it just had to happen to me on like the run of my life.
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
This fight should be no problem. You'll see that it seems good to have Zeke here, but I don't think he actually really contributes to this fight at all.
Couldn't you, mate?
Yeah. No one can stop us now.
One in the name.
Yeah, I think I got all of those myself. Alright, zombie hover. That might have been too fast. I really hope it wasn't. No, I'm good.
Let us go.
I think it's faster to go as far to this side as possible because it's higher up in elevation, so you take less time falling. Cutscene puts you at the same place afterward anyway. It was a little bit scary. I was concerned that I might have pressed A too soon. Whoops. Gotta remember to plus there instead of B.
And arrived.
The trio fight is one that used to have some kind of weird thing with it, like you had to switch your target to Mikhail and it had to be after you draw your weapon or something like that. And I'm pretty sure I can actually just use grenade launcher immediately and it'll kill all of them. Probably should take more testing, but that's just what I'm going to try and do here, and hopefully I don't have any problems. My earbuds are starting to fall out again. I'm trying to figure out when there's going to be a long enough cutscene that I can put my controller down to fix them. I don't know if the one at the start of Chapter 7 is long enough. Probably just try and do it then.
And arrived.
Right, so yeah, I'm just going to spam grenade launcher and hopefully that works.
Let's show 'em a thing or three. Not if I show them first.
Yeah, that worked fine. So I'm probably going to change the guide. Inconceivable. Let's make sure I actually walk forward far enough now. Yeah, that's good.
My will, my power.
And a gold. Nice. Wait, make sure to skip the cutscene. I always forget the cutscene's right at the beginning of the chapter. Let's fix my earbud. Alright, I think that was good. Yeah, we're doing well right now. If I'm lucky, we can get sub 230, but I'm not getting my hopes up too far for that.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
Imagine how much time I would have saved in that last run if I didn't get load timed. I'm never going to let that go. Let's just ran the wrong way. Gotta go backwards.
That was a slow.
Alright, we gonna get the funny lines from Zeke and Cosmos?
When did it get so
Nah,
late?
dang.
I advise you to stay alert.
I love the difference of Zeke saying, "Darkness envelops the world in its Stygian embrace," and Cosmos saying, "The time is now 7 p.m. I think that's hilarious. There's a lot of stuff with like the party banter and stuff, which you honestly never even hear during the game, especially with different rare blades that interact with each other. You have to have them both in your party to be able to hear something, and even then, it's not every time. And I always think that there's a cutscene right after here, and keep trying to hit plus, and sometimes accidentally pause as soon as I enter the Spirit Crucible, so let's not do that. Generally, I have no issue with Elpis. The jump in the Elpis Great Hall is kind of annoying sometimes, but it's not a big deal. And then the Phantasms can be kind of weird, but generally I've been pretty consistent with them. Not too concerned about Chapter 7 at all, really. That was a weird jump. I'm not sure how Nia fell off.
And arrived.
That was a little slow. Gotta get better at skipping some of these cutscenes. The water slide or whatever it is can be a little weird too, but I've generally done pretty fine with that. If you time it wrong, you just go flying and lose a little bit of time. Good. And very short load here.
What have we here?
Registering coordinates.
So the Monsters aren't in my way this time. This Caterpillar's like way out here. Is this one in the way? Looked like it was going to put itself in the way. The Scorpox isn't really in the way. Oh, maybe it was a little bit. The worst is when it overlaps with those two that jump up on the side, so that you get stuck behind them. I don't actually know what the difference is between a Raken and a Redonia. They look exactly the same. And I have no idea what either of them are actually supposed to be. Most of the enemies are based off of real animals, but I have no idea what those are. Alright, this jump should be easy. Scared for a second that I would
And arrived.
hit the ground there. Try not to grab on too soon so that we don't take the fall damage, but it's a little bit risky.
What have we here?
Registering coordinates.
Nope. Strange how I guess the enemies must just start at a random point on their loop every time they spawn in, because even with how consistent my runs have been, enemies are just in completely different places, different times.
Oh.
I call upon the power of fire.
And arrived.
Optic nerve auxiliary circuit unlocked.
We run just to the right of the Steel of Judgment so that we can just run straight past it instead of having a turn. Cut a few corners here, but it's pretty standard. Just run straight through. Let's hope we don't get bad luck with the Phantasms fight. We should be good to go.
Hey, look what I found.
Who cares?
Alright, let's get this. Run toward me.
I was never the suggest
Nice.
applying divide and conquer
That was about as fast as that could have gone. Doesn't happen too often, but it's really nice when it does. Alright, let's get out of here. Good chapter so far. Should have no problem hitting that sub 2 hour chapter 7. Should be sub 159 actually. Alright, let's go to Moradane. This is one chapter where it really is like, it's these two locations and only these two locations. Hardly spent any time anywhere else.
We came a pretty long way, eh?
Locating position.
Alright.
What have we here?
Registering coordinates.
And this also loads pretty quickly. Surprised. Okay. Chapter 7 is funny. It's probably, in a normal playthrough, it's probably my favorite in terms of story. Many would argue the best in terms of story. It's probably the worst in terms of gameplay. Elpis sucks just because you're underleveled, can't reach max affinity, the place is kind of monotonous, pretty long. And the Cliffs of Morathis sucks because it's so confusing to get around with the secret areas that are actually necessary to get through. As for the story stuff, I love it. I love the scene right at the beginning. I love the scene with Nia in the Spirit Crucible. And I love the scene at the very end with Coffee with Milk. Is that the name that people use as the spoiler shield?
Well, well, look what we found.
Saving to memory.
Location added to favorites.
Use my strength.
This ladder annoys the hell out of me. There's a couple spots where you just can't climb up. It'll just knock you back down. I like to just move over a little bit extra just in case. Oh, come on, walk. Rebel's not in the way. Nice. Don't know what that was.
Just say the word.
And for anyone who may be trying this this themselves, I had those common blades with wind and earth, but the commons do not necessarily have to be wind and earth. You have to have Patroka for this, and she can take care of the earth. As for wind, there's no wind blade that's necessarily required, but I put Zenobia on Morag just to cover that, even though I didn't necessarily need to because I do have the wind common. Doesn't really matter who Morag's second blade is, because she really is never actually in combat at all. Gotta use grenade launcher here.
There is great
That should kill. Nice.
Couldn't you, mate?
This is a really quick load right here.
Even the darkest night is followed by a dawn.
The time is now 7 a.m. I really should play Xenosaga and Xenogears. I haven't played either. I have them, just haven't gotten around to them yet just because my backlog is so damn huge. And the fact that I'm just constantly only playing Xenoblade 2 doesn't exactly help that, but oh well.
Just say the word.
So yeah, aside from wind mastery, all of the necessary field skills are taken care of by blades that we're pretty much required to have. So that's not really a concern.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, not bad. Oh.
What have we here?
Registering coordinates.
Oh.
Alright, use delayed wild volley here. Good.
in bonds.
And hopefully we don't need to use a special here.
Don't stop, Jim.
I don't like that. Okay. Thank you, Nia. So I missed an attack, which I did not like. Nia took care of that for me. Nice. A minute 32. We are on sub 230 pace right now. Let's just hope that we can keep that, and that we don't get a bad load right here. We did not get a bad load. Let's go. Make sure to switch to Heralds. This next step is very important. You have to choose Pyra here, otherwise the run is completely invalid. This is the only right way to do this run. This is scientifically proven. I have no idea if this is faster, but I've kind of just been doing that. Doubt it's slower.
This will be a walk in the park. Wild volley.
Good. Mithra loses time. Alright, I'm hoping we can get a good horde fight, because that's the only one here that's kind of concerning. Inferno Goldel is pretty consistent.
And arrived.
Just to get a good horde fight, I pretty much need to take out all of them except one with a grenade launcher. Make sure to still skip the cutscene here, even after the dialogue. It's been a good run so far. I've also got the Torn and Womb skip coming up soon, but I'm really not concerned about that. I've gotten really consistent with it. Alright, good fight, please.
Okay, time to take you down.
There will be no
I don't know what the deal is with that one that just walks off in a random direction and isn't paying attention. Okay, that actually worked fine. I was concerned that all three arts still wouldn't do it, and I would have to use a special, which is going to lose quite a bit. Thank you, Cardis. You're doing much better this time. By the way, Greg, if you're still going to be watching by the end of the chapter, if you notice a bad load and I don't, let me know, please. Not that it's probably not worth doing anything about it this late into the game. Ah, come on. Yeah, that's fine. Can be a little bit finicky sometimes.
And arrived.
So I found the best way to do Inferno Goldo is to do Grenade Launcher, Armor Crusher, Wild Volley in that order. For some reason, if they're not in that order, it doesn't always kill. I just found that this way just seems to be consistent.
Put your best foot forward, Rex.
Fortunately, it usually uses Elemental Copy just as I do the finishing blow, so it has to do that whole animation before the thing can end, which is annoying, but I don't think there's any way I can make that faster.
Leave it to Tora.
Armor pusher.
Alright, that was pretty good. Resetting the loose sub to 230 pace, yeah. If it was like Chapter 6, then it is faster to reset, because I'm going to end up losing even more time than that later on. But at this point in the run, the amount of time that I would lose from bad loads is probably less than the amount of time it would take to reset. I'm pretty confident about the sub 230 pace, because we've still got some time to save in Chapter 10. With like 15 seconds at least, because of the new ghost strat. Right, a little bit longer of a load here, I know, because this one has to load more Ardain. I do wonder how much of an effect bad weather has on load times and stuff like that. I know that you kind of just have to live with it, you can't really do anything to mitigate any lag caused by it, but I wonder if it makes a difference at all.
Hey, look what I found.
The thing I'm most immediately worried about right now is nuclear dump skip. That shouldn't be too much of a problem, but yeah, it could be. I don't think that was a long load. I know that loading screen's supposed to be long. I don't remember exactly how long. Yeah, nuclear dump skip is a little bit scary, but I think it should be fine. Then after that, we're pretty much in the clear.
Wow, world has many amazing places in it.
Data analysis indicates we have not been here before.
Sometimes I forget to turn around here. It's not until the last second that I panic and run to the other side of the elevator.
Wow, world has many amazing places
been here before.
Radcliffes aren't in the way. Nice. It's been so long since I've actually fought any of the enemies that appear here.
Hey, look what I found!
Who cares?
Alright, let's get a good nuclear dump skip, please. Come on. Come on. That sucked.
Oh? I'm up?
It sounds fun.
I hope I didn't lose too much time there. That really sucked. Apparently saying please was not good enough. Right. Yeah, interested to see how Chapter 8 comes out because of the time lost due to nuclear dump skip. It'd certainly be nice to still be on sub 230 pace. This ladder is also kind of weird too. Used to fall off of it a lot.
And will you?
Let me get my breath.
Alright, good. Pretty sure I was like 4 minutes behind at this point, or like 4 minutes behind where I am right now during my run this afternoon. So things are definitely going better.
Meh, meh, meh. Bye-bye, daytime.
Master Pond must be tired.
Alright, this is a pretty quick load here too.
Meh, meh.
There's also kind of awkward jumping up those steps. Loads all seem really good.
Hey, look what I found!
Who cares?
Alright, this fight's a little bit weird too, but it should be fine.
Like a swarm of flies. Armor crusher.
Target locked for intercept.
A shameful defeat.
Nice! That was about as fast as that could have gone. Two minutes ahead. Wow. Even with that kind of sucky nuclear dump skip. Really nice. Let's see how much farther we can push that. It's very likely we'll actually completely skip sub 230 and go to sub 229. But run's not over yet. We'll have to see. I'm assuming those load times were fine, especially considering I've had no other issues with load times the rest of this run.
Hey, look what I found!
Who cares?
Thankfully, there's not a whole lot of load screens in this chapter anyway. There's not a whole lot of anything in this chapter. It's very short.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it!
Data analysis indicates we have not been here before.
Hopefully, we don't have issues with the Jin and Malthus fights. Those usually go fairly quickly, but if we miss an art or something, it could cause a problem. Definitely very glad that I didn't quit after Chapter 4 after doing so badly with Factory Skip. Definitely was an unfortunate time loss. I could have saved a lot more, but still ended up with a very good run.
I trust you.
It's actually funny to think about that all the chapters I didn't get golds in, chapters 1 through 5, I got golds in every one of those chapters in the last run earlier today. If those have been combined, that would have been pretty amazing.
Wow! World has
Still have no idea how I
Data analysis indicates
actually
we have
played
not
in that
been here before.
run. If maybe, had I not been screwed by loads, that actually would have been a gold. Who knows? No use really worrying about it now. This is the new run. This is the good one. I also need to really not worry about gold so much. The more you do this, it's going to be far less likely to actually get one, and that's okay. I do find it funny though how at the very beginning of the stream, very first run I started, like okay, let's get good luck here, let's do this well, and then I immediately missed the Crustif in the very first fight. Which, I mean, I would much rather miss that and reset there than miss something far more important later on. It was just funny. Alright, hopefully these fights go okay.
Hey, look what I found!
So we're going to be out of range here, so we got to run forward first. I find that running just past the tombstone is a good spot.
Go return them to mushy mush!
Armor crusher.
120%
Nice.
Fail here.
That went well. For Malthus, I've considered not drawing my weapon until after Divine Robes is over, so that the other party members' arts would do more. Didn't seem to really work, though. Not sure why, but I think it's better to do it like this. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but that's okay. Shouldn't have used Steady Beam, should have just gone straight for the special. Alright, where are we at now? We're saving a lot of time, oh my god. And Chapter 10 is going to save a lot of time too, thanks to that new strat. This is going really well. Some of my best is already down to sub 228. I assume it doesn't actually make it any faster to stand in the middle here. I assume no matter where you are, you reach the top at the same time. But whatever. Still gotta pay attention though, still gotta skip all the cutscenes at the right times. Good. Not too much to screw up in this chapter. Hopefully I don't miss anything on the ghost fights, otherwise I should be fine. A quick heads up for anyone who's watching who has not played this game before. There's some big spoiler stuff coming up like right now, so you might want to avert your eyes for the next 2 minutes or so. Don't necessarily need to leave the stream or anything, just maybe don't look. I always say 2 minutes every time I do that, but that's honestly just an estimate. I have no idea how long it actually takes. I haven't bothered to time it. But if you are looking away, it's just a little bit more. Alright, if you were looking away to avoid spoilers, you are welcome to come back now. So now the big difference with the ghosts is that now we're going to get Herald instead of either Mithra or Rock. And that's going to help us save a lot of time during the actual fights. Based on the last run, I think it was like 15 to 20 seconds, but I don't know if I can necessarily trust that time because of load times. But in that case, I probably would have saved even more, so we'll see. I mean, to be fair, a speedrun, it's usually kind of tough to really get spoiled on anything because all the cutscenes are skipped. You generally have no idea what's going on. But for that section of Chapter 10, even if you don't know what's going on, that's definitely a spoiler. And I hope I'm not losing time on loads here. It felt a little bit long, but I'm not really sure.
Okay, time to take these guys.
Strength in bonds.
Flesh wound.
Yeah, that's way faster than using Mithra. These loads do feel longer. But I guess in that case it would really just balance out.
Okay, time to take
Should kill both. Yep, we're good. And we're out of ghosts. I know I just gotta put more egg in the party. If we were having bad loads, hopefully that doesn't continue. I honestly don't know what I'm on track for right now, especially since this new strat hadn't really been used before. So I'm just trying to go as fast as I can and we'll see what we get. Which is kind of what I should have been doing the whole run, but whatever. Yeah, things are getting kind of exciting now. Thank you to everyone who's stuck with the stream for all this time. I'll wait to say more than that. Oh no. Gotta pay attention. So I saw someone just posted something. Give me a second to read what you said. I'm happy to hear that, Carrie. And yeah, this is definitely a game where a second playthrough benefits a lot. start to really understand a lot of the story beats more. And you get to see some of the foreshadowing that you probably wouldn't have noticed the first time.
Wow, world has many
And honestly,
amazing
I think that
places
the
in
more
it.
you play through this game, the more you get out of it. Every playthrough has something new to discover. There's so many hidden meanings and references to so many of the things in this game. That's why I love it so much. Alright, don't think we're gonna quite get sub 228, but we're actually pretty damn close.
Don't return them to mushy mouths.
I was never the closest type.
Wow, that was a lot. Okay, not sub 228, but that's okay. Sub 229 though, which is, wow, definitely didn't expect that.
Show you the end of the world. With ion.
Power to weapon systems.
There it is. New world record for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 New Game Plus on normal difficulty. 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 17 seconds. Our goal was sub 230. We completely obliterated that. And, wow. Definitely just did not expect that. Huge thanks to everybody who came out to watch. Big thanks to Hybrid for making the original guide that I used. Huge thanks to Gren for helping with some of the routing, and also Enel to some extent. And yeah, wow. I don't even know if I'm going to come back to this category, because this was just such a great run. I might move on to easy. Maybe I'll do another run here. But yeah, I had a ton of fun being able to get this time down to where it is, and I'm super happy with how this turned out. And I'm glad that I was able to redeem myself from the run earlier today. But yeah, I think that's going to be good for right now. So thank you again to everybody who came out, and I'll be streaming sometime again in the next couple days, I'm sure. Thank you guys, and I will see you later.